Can you tell what today's video is going to be about? It's about all the things you need to know about... I was trying to say something funny. Listen, this is about going to the UTK football game. If you are going to the game, if you are going before the game, if you want to know the festivities, but more importantly, if you are walking your happy little self into Neyland Stadium for a University of Tennessee football game, what do you need to know? Let's dive in. Let's get to it. So, first of all, if you do not take anything else out of this video, these are two things you need to hear me say loud and clear. If you are going to the game, number one, you must have a clear bag. You can have a clutch, whatever. It can be small. There's like little rules. We're going to get deep dive into that. But essentially, if you're taking a bag in, it's got to be clear and it can't be a suitcase. Okay, it should be a small clear bag. Luckily, all the boutiques around town are selling them. You can even get them at like Ace Hardware and Walmart. Okay, so you can take a clear bag in. Don't roll up in there with your Birkin or whatever you have. Don't do that. Your Michael Kors, like that big old saddle bag. Don't do that. Don't bring your backpack. It's a clear bag. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you need your ticket in your Apple wallet, Samsung wallet, whatever wallet your phone has. You already need it downloaded. Do not get in line thinking you're going to be able to download your ticket from the time you're in the back of the line to the front of the line. It's not going to happen. People are going to think you're an a-hole, and just don't do it. Supposedly, Neyland Stadium has dropped millions on Wi-Fi. However, when there's 100 and something thousand people trying to get into the stadium and download their tickets, like, you know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. Don't be that person. Have it downloaded before. And that also goes for your parking pass. If you have a parking pass, just have that downloaded before. Okay, so that's the two takeaways. Clear bags, have your tickets downloaded. Those are just like the minimums. Okay, now, if you are a planner and you want to know where to park and like what are the actual policies about what you can and can't bring in and like all of that stuff, now let's dive into all of that. So we talked about having your tickets already on your phone, on your device already. We talked about also clear bags, right? So if I was going to add a third thing to this, I would say wear closed-toed shoes because there's a lot of people and I don't like dirty feet stepping on my feet, okay? And then, you know, like sometimes people have drinks and they spill or whatever. Blah. No. Personally, I would say wear closed-toed shoes. It gets crowded, it gets hot, and just... I know we're all out here trying to look cute, like the sweater, for example. It's cute, okay? If you disagree, keep it to yourself. Actually, no, make the comment. It helps my engagement. Anyways. No, but seriously, okay. The other thing I just want to say for me is wear closed-toed shoes. Closed-toed shoes. But also, I don't even like going barefoot at water parks, so maybe that's just specific to me. I don't know, but I really wish somebody would have originally told me, do not wear your flip-flops. But you're also walking a lot, right? So you need comfortable shoes, which implies a closed toe, okay? And the other thing is, I want to tell you that it gets very hot. You're standing outside in the line, and you're crowded by millions of people, so just brace yourself. Like, people are going to be touching you, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to be brushing your shoulders, letting their friends come up, meet them in the line, whatever. Just brace yourself. It gets crowded. It is a whole thing. Okay. So that being said, before the game, let's talk about parking. Now, I'm going to include I'm going to include several places where you can see, like if you have a parking pass, there is a parking map. So that is an actual parking pass that you've purchased through UT in order to park somewhere on campus in one of your designated spots. The most popular parking spot or parking garage or space you're going to hear about is G10. And literally, like, here's Neyland Stadium. Okay, here's Neyland Stadium. And, like, the river's over here. And G10 is, like, right here. Right there. It's right there. It's right here. Now, what I wanted to show you is the parking situation. So, this is, first of all, a map for parking if you have a parking permit, a parking pass that you purchased from the University of Tennessee. What I want to show you is the lot that is like the most famous that you're going to hear people talk about is this G10 lot right here. And then you have 9, like all of these. So you can tailgate in these at your parking spot. Circle Park, there's tailgating here. This is like definitely a place you want to go. And then see this Peyton Manning pass. So this is where the band marches down, etc., etc. And I think this is also where the team walks down. So I wanted to show you that. But I also wanted to show you like these blue spots are where the shuttles are. Now, if you have a parking pass, you've probably already researched this, but just in case, this is a perfect, great map. This is the 2023 one. If you're watching this in 2024, obviously there will be an updated one for it that year. So anyways, this is just good context to let you know, like, and all of these honestly aren't that far. Like even this is saying Locust Street Garage. We've walked from further past that before and it's fine. Like it's totally walkable. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, we're never gonna get there. It's totally fine. So that's that. And then if we look at public parking, please tell me I pulled this up. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Public parking access for home games. So these are spots that you are going to pay for. And they all range in like different price ranges. So let me pull that up for you to show you what I'm talking about. Parking, perfect. What I want is the public parking options website, because this is going to give you, so yeah, there's this map, which is literally what we were just looking at, this thing right here. But the other thing I wanted to show you is this page, this website has the breakdown of costs. And it will also tell you like, okay, these are public parking spots. These are if you want to ride the cat bus, and then options outside of like those things. So like downtown parking meters, East Tennessee Children's Hospital, University Commons. So those like University Commons is over here. Get there early for sure. And then there's some like parking garages here. So Market Square Garage they're saying is free, which I think is like bananas. But also it's very an unfun garage. Unfun. I think it's horrible. It's too cramped. I don't like it. I would not park there. But I mean, what is nice about it is that there's stuff to do in Market Square, eat, drink, whatever, walk to the game, go to the game. And then there's stuff to do when you finish. You don't have to clean up anything. You have downtown and you can while out and party. You know what I mean? But okay, the entire reason why I actually started making this video with the maps and the links and all that is because I wanted to show you that outside of all that parking, I feel like I look very tired. And if I do look tired, it's because okay. I mentioned also that you can park like in any of these public spots like here that are designated. But there's people that are selling tickets in spots and parking like along here, for example. You can find like a little lot, $25. Cool. Down Sevier Avenue, you can find parking that you're going to pay for. So just want you to think like maybe a little bit more expansively that there's going to be options all around. If you want to find a parking spot, you can. Now you may be paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just kind of keep that in mind. I would bring cash, have cash on you. And the other thing I wanted to show you on this, oh my gosh, I jinxed myself, that I wanted to show you on this map was, it's completely gone. The thought is completely gone, but essentially like there's me spots down here. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. Here's World's Fair Park, and you can even park like Ellen and STEM Academy is over here, and they will park you here or here, and that's easily a walkable distance. Now 1040 World's Fair Park, I think that's probably public. Let's zoom in to this little handy dandy public parking map and see what it tells us. Oh, it doesn't say. Here's a Museum of Art. So I'm sure that someone's charging money over here. Maybe they're not. I mean, it's a public parking lot. And like in the normal day, it's 2-hour limit. But like L&N is over here, so all of this is public parking. But the school will, like, each club will sponsor a Saturday, and you can park at the school. It's like $20, $20 donation or more, whatever you want to donate. Donate a lot. It's for the kids. Okay, it's for the kids. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to show you on the map. But I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, you've got parking options, whether or not you have a parking pass, you do public parking, or you find some rando lot down the street, down Chapman Highway. Those are all options in and around the stadium. Okay, and it's probably the best parking spot that you could get. Now there is a parking, like if here's Neyland, here's the river, here's G10. There's a parking lot here on Philip Fulmer, and I think that's something 9, whatever. That's also a great parking spot. So anyways, but depending on where your parking pass is, first of all, you want to know ahead of time, and also please know that it is my understanding that those lots open at 7 a.m. on game day. So just keep that in mind. And also, you can tailgate in your parking spot. So that's what a lot of people do, is they will tailgate in their designated parking spot or buy multiple parking passes and have their tailgate situation right next to where they parked. Also, if you're further out, there are shuttles that are available, and UT has a map of where those shuttle stops are and where you can get the shuttle to and from your car. So if you have a parking pass, you're good to go. Go look at, I'm sure they give you directions, okay, but also check out the map, see where you need to park, where you need to go, and if you need to take the shuttle or not. I would get there early, personally. Personally, that's what I would do. But that's probably the rule for everything. Just get there early, okay? There are also public parking options, and I will link that information as well below. And this includes City of Knoxville stuff. This includes Knox area transit, so the bus. You can actually even take a bus from Farragut High School. So if you're out west, I think it's $20. Let me fact check this. $20 from West Knoxville, Farragut High School. You can ride the shuttle. You want to check your hours first of all, and just know that. And then CAT does have shuttles from downtown Knoxville, from the Civic Coliseum, from the Old City, and from Market Square. You can take shuttles. Those are $10 per person. For me, personally, it's so hot. I don't want to get on a shuttle bus with a bunch of people. I'd rather just walk. Like, we've walked from Market Square. We've walked from downtown. We've walked from South Knoxville. So, like, I would just walk. But if you're not able or you don't want to do that, then you pay $10 to ride the shuttle. And you can find more information about that in the links I'm going to leave below for the Knox Area Transit website. And then also you can use just like a regular bus pass, $2 a day, rather than paying $10 for the game shuttle. If you just catch a bus from a specific area, that's just a $2 pass. So if you want to be cheap, $2, not worry about it, then you can just hop on a bus that is normally running, $2. So that's another option. Again, I would get there early. I would fact check about where exactly you want to park based on where those bus stops are. So just bear that in mind. Now, there are options that are like outside of downtown and like public parking per se. So for example, the City of Knoxville has a $25 game day pass for parking meters. And these are available near campus. So Terrace Avenue, Lake Avenue, 16th, 13th, and 19th Streets, and then White Avenue. Meters usually begin at 6 a.m. on game days. So $25 you pay with your credit card into the little you know what I mean? The meter, $25. That's not actually crazy because if you find a lot where someone's charging, you're probably gonna pay $25. East Tennessee Children's Hospital does have parking. This ranges from $25 to $60 depending on the lot and like what type of game it is. So the more listen, you're gonna pay more if you're going to a Georgia or Alabama game versus if you're going to a Austin P game. No offense. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that's what it just literally says. It says prices range from $25 to $60 depending on the lot and whether it's an SEC game, because SEC, obviously, it's in the division. It's more rivalry. You get it. It's more expensive, okay? And then there's also University of Commons $40 parking, which is close to campus. It's between the ag building and, how can I explain this? It's like where the Publix is. So if you were to go look on Google Maps and you were to put Publix off Cumberland Avenue on UT campus, that's University Commons, $40 there. Now, again, there's no, basically first come, first serve. Get there early. It will fill up. So check out all those places. Now, there's also parking available in the general proximity of the stadium that's like not mentioned on these websites. So that's not mentioned on UT website or like the, you know, any other basically public parking site. So this would be, for example, private lots, or for example, I used to teach at L&N STEM Academy. L&N STEM Academy is just off World's Fair Park. And the SGA, I think it's the SGA. I work there and I don't even, actually, I think each club gets to sponsor a weekend. So like we were doing Model UN. So Model UN was raising money for a trip. So Model UN sponsored or manned the parking lot for whatever game that was. So basically when you do that, like when you go to L&N and you pay to park there, you are supporting the school and the club that is there that day. So it could be the SGA, it could be Model UN, it could be, you know, the robotics team, whatever. So that's a good option. Again, that's going to fill up. That is a very small lot, or small 2 lots, I should say. There's parking that you're going to pay for around the Museum of Art, Knoxville Museum of Art. You go down Henley, like through downtown, that crosses over, that you're going to hit the Henley Bridge. And that's going to put you right into South Knoxville. So there are people there that they have lots, or they have basically asked, hey, like Rush's Music as an example. I'm just saying Rush's Music because there's a parking lot there. So if I were Rush's Music, I would have someone out there selling parking passes or selling parking spots. So you can find those kind of up and down Chapman going into South Knox. Just make sure that like you pay if you need to pay. So just keep that in mind. All of that is walkable. You could walk all of that. It's not crazy. So parking definitely is something that I would say to plan ahead, and I would plan to also pay at least $20. Now, some of these things are saying that there's less. Like, for example, there's free parking garages, the Market Square garage, and one other garage they said is free. State Street and Market Square garages are free. Which State Street, fine. Market Square is literally the most heinous garage, and I always park there. It's dumb. It's so tight. It's hard to get around, but it's free. So if you want free parking, hey, you can park for free downtown in those garages. But again, you're going to have to get there early. So obviously parking is a thing. So be prepared. Bring your cash dollars, and you may need to walk. Or if you are a planner, unlike myself, you can go check out these websites and you can make your plan for the day. I would have a backup though. If you are not planning to get there early, I would have a backup. Okay, what do I mean when I say early? For context, the very first game this year is at 5 p.m. So depending on when you're watching this video, this is again 100% for context. 5 p.m. is kickoff. Okay, if you are trying to park downtown after noon, like 12 o'clock, I would say you're gonna have a hard time. If you have not found a parking spot by 3 o'clock, you're gonna have a very hard time. So I would plan to be parked and like ready there by noon at the latest. That is my personal opinion of that matter. Going to a University of Tennessee football game can be overwhelming, and so we're splitting this into 2 parts. So go check out part 2. We're going to talk about tailgating. We're going to talk about all the things. We're going to talk about parking. We're going to talk about what it's like in the stadium, etc., etc., etc. So